All right, Connor here with your workout for Tuesday. Question of the day, would you rather be lost in the woods or at sea? People are pretty helpless at sea, so I'm going to go with the woods. The warm-up, we're going to start with some Turkish get-ups. These can be light, just 3 on each arm. And then once you finish your Turkish get-ups, you're going to do 3 sets, 3 single leg broad jumps on each side, and 5 Cossack squats on each side. So Turkish get up. If you got dumbbell, kettlebell, you can use that. If you got a sea bag, you can toss it on your shoulder, use that. I'll show you 1 rep, and then you guys can just build up in weight if you'd like, or you can just stick with the same weight, but it's just a warm up. So if I have a kettlebell, I'm gonna press it up till my arm is locked out, right? Thumb is pointing back, nice wide base. First thing I'm going to do is roll sideways onto my elbow, and I press that kettlebell up towards the ceiling. And then I'm going to continue up onto my hand. From here, I'm going to pick my hips up and slide that foot through until my knee is on the ground. And then I go upright and stand. Now, from here, it's just the opposite. I'm going to lunge back, hand on the ground, foot through, hips down to my elbow, and down to my back. And then I can use 2 hands to lower it back down. All right, so once I finish 3 on each side, I'm going to go to my broad jumps and Cossack squats. For the broad jump, right, you're going to jump off 1 foot. So jump off 1, land on 2, right? I'll do 3 on each side. Again, jump off 1, land on 2. And then the Cossack squat, nice and wide. Squat down towards one side, stand all the way up, switch sides. If you need to, you can hold on to something to help you sit back and into a deeper squat. All right. First thing we're going to do today is broad jumps. You're going to take 10 minutes or so to find a max distance standing broad jump. So just take a few attempts at it, a couple warm-up attempts, and then a couple attempts for a jump as far as you can. But what you want to think about is when you load up, hips go back, arms go back, right? Keep your knees out over your toes, right? Don't let them come in when you take off or when you land. And then I'm going to jump as far as I can in a nice soft landing. So I load up, right? Jump as far as I can, nice soft landing, measure how far you went. So again, a few warm-up attempts and then a few attempts at max distance. Okay, next part is the fun part. Workout today that we're doing is Karen. It's one of named workouts, classic CrossFit workout. It is 150 wall balls for time. Now, what you want to do here is go in with a plan. So there's a bunch of ways you can approach it. We're going to put a 10-minute time cap on this workout. So that means you can either do it as an EMOM and do 15 reps on the minute, or you can do 15 sets of 10 with a 10-second break between each. Or you can do descending, maybe start with a big chunk, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Yeah, that works. With a few seconds break between each set. But we want the ball to feel pretty light. So if you have a wall ball, right, try to find somewhere outside against your house or whatever basketball hoop that you can have a 10-foot target for men, 9-foot target for women. If you don't have a wall ball, you can do dumbbell thrusters, and these should be a little heavier than a wall ball that you would use, but still a relatively lightweight so that you can approach it the same way you would if you were using a wall ball. So let's see a few reps of the wall ball. It's a full squat, toss it up, hit the target, catch it, and go right into that next rep. All right, now we're going to finish with some arms. We're going to do 2 rounds of 21 gun salute, which means you're doing curls. You're going to do 7 from arms extended to halfway up, and then 7 from halfway up to the top, and then 7 full range of motion. If you have a barbell, you can do it with that. If you have only 1 dumbbell or 1 kettlebell, you can just do 1 arm at a time. And then if you've got maybe a plate, you can do it with a plate. Doesn't matter. So what we're looking for, I'm going to show you if I only have 1 kettlebell, what I'm going to do. So with 1 kettlebell, I start from the bottom to halfway up, 7 reps. When I finish 7, I'm going to go from halfway up to the top for 7. And then when I finish that, I'm going to go all the way down, all the way up for 7. All right. I realize people who train kettlebells are probably disgusted that I was doing curls with a kettlebell, but that's the times that we're living in. So if you are on social media, use the hashtag SCFVirtual and stay safe and healthy.